Today we're ready for lesson 2 on hundreds, tens, and ones. We're still looking at how we can use place value. And we're going to review what we went over yesterday. It says how many tens are shown in the models, how many tens are in the models shown below, how do you know? So we know these are 100 flats, and a 100 flat is going to have 10 tens. So each one of these is going to have 10 tens, which means it's going to be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, or we can skip count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. And we know because 100 is made up of 10 tens, so 400 is going to be made up of 40 tens. Okay, so write how many tens or ones for 400. We just talked about this, so 40 tens, and that equals 4 hundreds, just like we saw on the last page. 600 ones, if we regrouped those into tens, it would be 60 tens, or 600 flats. Write how many hundreds, tens, or ones. So how many tens in 300? We would have 30 tens, make 300. 500s, 700 ones, and 20 tens. What is another name for 800s? So if we drew that, it would be 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. That's what it would look like. And 800s together is 800. How can you use objects to model the number 156? So we're going to do that on this place value chart here. It says use base 10 blocks in the chart to model the number 156. So let's start with the 100. We have 100. I know that because in my hundreds place here, I see the number 1. And then in the tens place, I see 50. So I'm going to do 5 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's not 50 tens though, it's 5 tens makes 50, right? And then our ones, in the ones place, we see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So hundreds, tens, ones, we have 6. So 156 is also 100, 5 tens, and 6 ones. You're going to need your Math in My World page open on page 301. And you're also going to need your pencil. So it says, Maya collected cans to recycle. The amount she collected had 300. So will you go ahead and draw in your hundreds? Can you draw 3 of them? 300s. 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and draw those. And 7 ones. So it says use base 10 blocks to show the number in the chart and then write the number. So you should have these drawn in because your blocks are a little too big to actually fit in your chart there. But we end up with 300, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 367 cans. Get that filled in. Make sure you have your pictures drawn as well. Flip to page 302. We're ready for our guided practice. It says there are 427 pennies in this jar. Use hundreds, tens, and ones to show 427. So they have shown there's 400s here, 2 tens, right, and 7 ones, which equals 427. Write how many hundreds, tens, and ones, then write the number. Okay, so we have 2, it says we have 2 of these, so that would be 2 hundreds. We have 6 10 rods, so 6 tens, and 3 1 cubes, so 3. So the number is 263. All right, I want you to pause and try this one on your own. Push play when you're ready to check your answer. So it says we have 5 hundreds, 1 10, and 8 ones, which would equal 518. How'd you do? Hopefully you did okay. What is the value of the 1 in 712, in 165, and in 381? So the value here, this is hundreds, tens, ones, hundreds, tens, ones, hundreds, tens, ones. The value of the 1 in the tens place is 10. The value of the 1 in 165 is 100. And the value of the 1 in 381 is just 1. So it matters where it is, right? It matters which place value it is in. And if we were to have, let's say we have 301, then that means we have 0 tens, but we still have to put that placeholder there so that it doesn't look like 31, right? So I just want to point that out as you're going forward, because you will have a couple of problems where there's a 0 in the tens place, and that's what you do when that happens. So go ahead and do your independent practice on 303 and your problem solving on 304, and post pictures when you're